What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys been out there building shit. So today, we're going to be going out and working on the F800 rollback tow truck project that we picked up. It took a few weeks, but my buddy that I bought the truck from brought me the transmission. Well, his son did. His son brought me the transmission that came with the truck that needed installed in the truck to make the truck drivable. So I've got that now. But as you see, the shaft of the input shaft is a little bit rusty and stuff. The tranny does have a rebuilder tag on it, that it was rebuilt in Portland a little while, at some point. But it's been sitting for several years and stuff too, so it's got some rust on it. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to hit it with some PB Blaster, some WD-40, some, whatever, and, use some sandpaper and kind of get that shaft cleaned up and get the rust off of it and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to go out and do. So I used a wire brush, got the bigger stuff, and then I used 220 sandpaper, and I just sanded it really good. And then I sprayed it with WD-40, some PB Blaster, and I'm covering it with this bag so it doesn't get rained on until, tomorrow when I put this together. So that'll keep it protected. I'll wrap it up, and that's why the bottle's still there, because I'm using the red thing to kind of go through that hole and hold it. So I'm going to readjust it. So that should keep that bag from flying off till tomorrow, and keep that shaft from flash rusting. All the wetness on it is WD-40. I stuck it on there and then put the bag on it, wrapped it, and kind of rubbed it all around. That's what I was saying. There's a rebuilder tag already on my transmission, so hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it lasts, and it's an Eaton at least. Eatons are good transmissions, so Cummins 5.9 and Eaton should last me. I'm hoping. This truck's only got like 200,000 miles. They got into a project and they never finished it. But since I was out here, I did have a lot of rust on these two, so I hit them with some PB Blaster and kind of got rid of the big scaly type stuff, because this has been sitting open like this for a while. Same with this side. Kind of sanded it, a little PB Blaster, get rid of the bigger stuff. Not saying that's the right thing to do for these cylinders or whatnot, but is what I am gonna say is I don't want to buy cylinders, so I'm hoping that by at least doing this little bit of preventative maintenance, these will last me a little while, until I can make some money with this truck, till I can get to trust in this truck, till I can get to know this truck in a way that I want to spend more money on it. When you pick it up looking like this at a super cheap price, the transmission you put in, I never heard it run. It was all green and nasty. The mirror wasn't on it, this wasn't on it, there's no grill, no lights, no nothing. I mean, you're a little hesitant to just go out and buy a bunch of stuff for it. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, YouTube. So today's the day we're gonna get started putting the transmission in. I got it. I cleaned up the shaft as I just showed you guys on the video. I took off the shifter. It's sitting in the cab right now. I drug this truck ramp up here. I thought that would give us a better something to slide the transmission jack on. So I bought that transmission jack at Harbor Freight, and I also got the 1-year membership to Harbor Freight. Figure I'd save money on stuff throughout the year that way. But man, what a pain in the butt. They put that fill thing, it's super small, so the fluid doesn't even want to go into the fill. And also the the spring is right there next to the little the hole, so putting that rubber thing back in is just a But got it done. So I'm gonna drag it out here. I'm thinking we're gonna use the tractor, pick up the transmission, set it on the jack. Hopefully it fits under this cross member. I loosened it, got it up out of the way, the carrier bearing thing, got it up out of the way. I'm hoping that it fits under this cross member with the you know, on the transmission jack or whatever. But we'll see. And then we'll use ratchet straps or whatever, get it slid up onto this, and then on forward and jack it up and try to get it put in. But I can use ratchet straps to these, pull this side to side or the jack side to side. So I'm hoping that we've got enough points, you know, and then same with the front. I'll be able to, you know, I can come up here with my tractor, pick up, push sideways, pull sideways, you know, use ratchet straps around, you know, the end here and pull it sideways, whatever we've got to do. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys. I just want to remind you guys, if you're looking for an exact how-to, this probably isn't your channel. This is more of a you can too channel. I just give kind of some tips and some tricks and film some of the highlights along the way and just kind of encourage you guys, man. Believe in what God gave you. Take on these projects. Don't be paying somebody else more than you make in a day to do the things that your hands are just as capable of. God made you just as capable as the next man, so don't be paying him more than you can make to do the same things, man. It doesn't make sense in your life. You're going backwards then in time, basically. So, alrighty, guys. Hit like and subscribe. Keep building shit. So, we were able to get that transmission slid in there. Got a couple bolts started, tightened it up. So, that worked out actually really well using this aluminum ramp in the gravel. But this output yoke is not the right size for my U-joints, so I had to message my buddy, and hopefully I can get the yoke off the old transmission, but he's gonna see if he's still got it around. So to be continued on that part. Bolts, that's what a pain. So there's two little things that slide into those. You got to make sure that that's all together. Then you got to get this little washer thing up against the bottom of this and keep that all together. Then you got to get a spring in there. And the spring, half of it goes underneath the gasket to this and half of it's above the gasket. So then you got to get those situated and then you got to get them all lined up and flipped upside down once you've got that all arranged. And then you got to get those bolts in, and yeah, it all just wants to come apart when it's upside down. So it took me a while, guys, but I know that with a little bit of perseverance, you guys can do it too. So I'm gonna wrap this video up for today. I feel like I've done quite a bit. I got this transmission in, got this transmission shifter installed, and it's going into the gears. Feeling good. A little bit hard to get over here into the first and reverse, but I think with the engine running it'll be just fine. But for now, alrighty, guys, believe in what God gave you, take on some new projects, build something, fix something, create something. Till next time, keep building shit, guys.